once more welcome to our next session of the video series How to Use Scholar School Management System. We are still on the payroll management module. In the last session, we saw how to set up the various allowances and deductions. In this session, I'm going to be showing you how to apply those allowances and deductions to the various staff. So I'm just going to start with the login. So you're going to log in as an administrator, enter your username and your password. You hit the login button. Once you are in, you head to settings, apply. So the sub menu, apply allowance slash deduction. Once you are there, at the top, you are going to see the title set applicable allowances and deductions. Just below that, you will see two checkboxes. One against set allowances, the other against set deductions. So we are going to carry them out one at a time. So in order to assign to a set of staff allowances, we are going to tick the box allowances, and then it is going to show a drop down form. On this drop down form, you pick the allowance you want to assign. Once that is selected, you now tick. So just this table you see below them, you see the name of the staff and a small checkbox against the staff. So if the allowance you have selected up here applies to a given staff, you just need to tick. While this is selected, you tick against the name of that staff. Once you tick, if it is successful, you will see the message successfully applied. You tick OK. You tick the next staff, successfully applied. You tick OK. You tick the next, successfully applied. You tick OK. You do that for all the staff this allowance applies to. Once you are done, in order to see the results of those who have been assigned, you refresh the page. So you see right there, the four we have just assigned is fully assigned. If you wish to unassign a given allowance you have already assigned to someone, you just click the red button against the person's name, and that will unassign that allowance. You see the due consideration information. This is intended to revoke housing allowance from the person this. Are you sure you want to do this? You say yes, and that will show you the success message, and the page is just going to refresh, and you see that that has been taken off. Now, if you wish to assign a different allowance to a different set of staff, or even if it is the same set of staff, you pick the next allowance. So if this same person is going to have that allowance, you tick that, it's applied, tick that, it is applied, tick the next person, it is applied. So if we refresh that, good. You see, this person now has housing allowance, internet allowance, housing allowance, internet allowance, housing allowance, internet allowance here. Some deductions have been applied already. I will just go ahead and apply another deduction. So let's say damage control. We can pick the people who are going to be assigned that allowance damage control. So that is successfully applied. 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 And that is also successfully applied. Once done, we just have to reload that, and we are going to see that damage control has been added under deductions. Thank you very much. That is how you assign allowances that has been created. That's how you apply it to the staff and the deduction. So right now, once we go to pay salaries for the staff in a given month, we will realize that from their base salary, these allowances have been added and these deductions have been subtracted from their salary. We are going to see that in the next video. Thank you very much and see you in the next video.